world where power isolates, where mutation means alienation, one family still fights to stay human. They're not gods, they're not soldiers, they're not cool enough to trend. They're just trying to hold it together. Because underneath the cosmic chaos, the punchlines, the plastic toys, there's something simple, something fragile, a family that refuses to fall apart. Modern heroes are islands, forged by pain, haunted by purpose. Their strength comes from solitude, their legend from suffering. But somewhere between the multiverse and the misery, we lost something. We traded connection for complexity, teamwork for trauma. The Fantastic Four don't fit because they won't fracture. They fight like siblings, heal like partners, break down like people, and rebuild like family. Reed stretches himself thin, chasing perfection until he vanishes into theory. Sue disappears, not because she wants to, but because she has to. Johnny blazes through life, burning out before anyone sees the crash. And Ben's a monument to regret. Solid, heavy, immovable, not by choice, but by shame. Their powers aren't fantasy, they're confessions. Each mutation mirrors a truth we carry but never say. They aren't gods, they're metaphors of burnout, of invisibility, of shame, of the impossible act of holding everything together. They were born from collaboration and broken by it. The Fantastic Four began as an idea, Stan's words, Jack's art, but egos, contracts, and credits twisted it. The family fractured. Off the page, too. Who owns the myth? Who writes the truth? What happens when the creators become strangers and the legacy is caught in the crossfire? The Fantastic Four aren't just characters. They're a metaphor for authorship itself. And maybe they've never had a great movie. Not by box office standards, not by Rotten Tomato scores, but don't mistake failure for lack of beauty. The 2000s Fantastic Four films weren't perfect, but they had heart. They gave us a Reed who wanted to understand, a Sue who kept the group from falling apart, a Johnny who was annoying because he cared, a Ben who was tragic without being bitter. They had warmth, chemistry, charm, not epic, but human. And maybe that's the closest we ever got to understanding the Fantastic Four. Not through spectacle, but through sincerity. And then there was the reboot. Stylized, serious, sterile. The 2015 Fantastic Four wasn't just a darker take. It was a story that forgot what the Fantastic Four are. Four strangers with powers, but no connection, no warmth, no wonder. It turned a family into subjects, a home into a lab, love into silence. And it reminds us, tone is not style, darkness is not depth, and without heart, even the brightest powers flicker out. They face gods, they battle doom, but the real threat? It's the dishes in the sink, it's the silence in the living room, it's the tension in Pass the Salt. Because saving the world is spectacle, staying together, that's the real superpower. Most superheroes punch outward. The Fantastic Four turn inward. And sometimes that's scarier. In a universe of cynicism and spectacle, they remind us what it means to stay, to show up, to belong. No perfect suits, no perfect poses, just four people bound by something stronger than fear. Love. They don't trend, they don't sell as well, but they're still here because family isn't built on relevance, it's built on resilience. Every writer has a Fantastic Four inside of them. Pause. The genius who overreaches, the empath who hides, the spark that can't last, the guilt that calcifies. They aren't just fictional, they're reflective. They remind us that creation is personal, that every story leaves a scar, and sometimes the only thing that keeps you whole is someone else who won't leave. If this reminded you that family isn't flawless, it's chosen, let it echo. Please, if you enjoyed the video, subscribe and tell me in the comments if I'm right. Tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me anything. But remember, thank you for giving me your time today. Peace.